Wasn't too bad, was it, Torgal?
嗯，这边怎么会有网？诶，
Let's go. All right.
这边没有。记得这边好像有一只网，可是后面的网。这边也有一只。先来拿这边的宝箱。
That'll do, girl.
You're gonna bleed!
Odin! Too slow. I can walk from here. Ugh.
嗯，怎么可能？
girl.
边进不去，边有宝箱。
This won't be easy.
这边对我来讲有点麻烦。高空战。
They don't look happy. Nice try.
嗯，还好。
Peace at last.
嗯。边的哪了？进不去，可以踩个点。
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
Ah, though I worry you might have stoked the...
Master,
I dare say it is.
just look at it. Her steepled peaks, her fulsome spurs, her inviting hollow. True, my loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the fang without her crater? Why, no fang at all. And look,
你像包子的
inside,
面包。
she's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful crystals. Salt crystals! Master, I have found my purpose. I must use my work here to preserve the memory of the fang.
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks, I'd say... not only is my apprentice... I don't know how you did it.
撕裂的形状。 撕裂的形状，撕裂是谁？
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs. Blackthorn.
What took you so long?
Yeah. Cheers for the Stardust.
We should go. Or beat sneak.
I'll make a start on putting this. It'll take some time, mind. So,
Thank you, Blackthorn.
Suppose we'd better be getting.
Give us a shout if you need it.
I went up to give some greens.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in. Why would
I
anyone
knew
want to
it
do
was a good
that?
idea to have editors study alongside the children.
Editor.
If I don't come up with something so...
You'll be pleased to hear that Black...
Excellent.
So,
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be
salvage from the ruins.
but we don't have...
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular... What's the name back there, Uggy? What do you...
What's her name?
Oh, Sid.
Yes.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the myth. Excess heat is dealt with by means of... Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone, in other words, the reactor would... This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plate. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are... And not only that, they're also waterproof. Why? If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize it.
You can stop there. Mid said we might be able to use... Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in... The thing is, well, it's no longer a matter of just walking in and
I see. Would that help?
Oh, very much. I'll gather my team and head there.
I think Mid might need some...
How may I help you today, Clive? Kuka, but when I close my eye... Only I don't know how. I wish you were here. Come to claim your just desserts? You earned this. Come again. I may have more for you.
How are you doing? Oh. So. It was luck. But now. Thank you. Don't be a stranger, eh?
Ain't so bad stretching your legs once in a while. Should do. You mean the iron?
Hmm. 应该在这边吧，看一下。对， 呢喃沼泽。马都很远哎。
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia. Back to the stables, girl.
果然，小心一点。我记得我第一轮就打得要死要活的，呵呵。
Seems this one hasn't any more life left in it. All right then.
Damn. Huh? What the fuck? 你总在那边，大哥。
There's a good boy. Nice try. Nice try.
好像我在砍拖狗一样。哎呦，连升2级，但第一次遇到，是越太多等了吗？
Back to sleep with you.
Good day to you.
Good day to you.
Ah,
Go on.
there are whisperings, rustling. It may be no more given.
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin.
All right. Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
奇怪，怎么绕不出去？走这边吗？对。
Excuse me.
Nah, not me, Gov. I'm here most days, right next to the gate, and I ain't seen nothing out of the... Don't worry. Any shape...
All right.
Word is, the Black Shields...
Do you have a moment? There's talk of...
No.
Where was that?
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I ran back.
I see.
这边应该有一只精灵，可是应该不是现在打的。这只精灵打过了吧？好像是铁匠任务的时候打的。
Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate?
Torgal.
Ready, go?
You there.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape!
Fuck! He's seen us.
Shields. Here. What the hell are you doing here?
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
那么远哦，你在那边干嘛？
Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on Lost Wing? I need to warn Quentin.
Quentin， 坎达，英文是 Quentin 哦。好， Quantum。
Oh, the,
Of course. Anybody home?
Anybody home?
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
一套带走。
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
哦，他们要找的是这颗头盔哦。
Your work is done, Sid. We'll take care of the rest. Let Mid know she'll have her helm very soon, would you?
Very soon, OK， 顺。
Good day to you.
Good day to you. 放完多久了？8个半小时。
Clive, how goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
I found some black shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass.
Black shields, though they serve another master. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more, and bite back we shall.
I'm sorry. You're going to need... Who do the black shields serve now?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of San
坎哦，不是坎达，
All that
坎
I've
坦
built here
，Quantum
is for him.
I don't understand. Why him?
司法部
I
长
was a member of the judiciary once,
司
and
法
fighted I
官
saw more than a few corrupt officials, and throughout, it was the Lord...
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted back. I was a fool to think he shared a means of ridding himself of his rivals. His response, however, was rather more visceral, and he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones, The faith I had once held that any... So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him and slit their... But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here...
Of course. They too have lost loved ones, seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty.
同志
All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now...
Quentin.
Good comrade. Good
Our
comrade.
time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless... My friends and comrades...
Comrade. Good comrade. Good
Make
comrade.
ready.
开战啦！
I'm not going to change his mind.
That his lordship's vultures should be found.
We're seeing troops amassing.
How may I help you today, Clive? Hasn't been delivered yet, I'm afraid. All done?
I think mid might need some
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid.
Excellent.
And just...
Right.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engine, which is why you need proper sheet. A prism for the dragon's breath. I thought a triple thick layer of tempest. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as... I need something light. But...
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek.
Tomes? Yeah. Well, I'd thought of that, obviously. Can you take this to him? See what he...
Right away.
Editors started reading books that don't have any.
抗高温、抗腐蚀，又要轻量化。
Thanks to see.
Hippocrates.
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Hippocrates.
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever. And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside, as you can imagine.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution.
Perhaps it is not a...
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh, and yet we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to... I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moondew. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would...
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how the knowledge of the past may yet...
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
Hippocrates.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company to...
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's...
Thank you.
I am sure. So, Clive, who will accompany...
All right. So...
I have taken the liberty of...
Garlic. Conch shells. Are you sure this is the right list?
Sure.
Looks like the ingredients for someone's supper.
Though these items may seem mundane, so much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinct. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease.
Well, isn't that convenient? I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon.
All right. Stay safe.
I'll see you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research.
鸡儿不会吃醋吗？
Hippocrates and I'll look after things here. You head over to Northreach.
Now, where's Talia?
There's talk.
And what can I do for you? Come back again.
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled.
Need to stock up on these.
There you are, Talia.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence...
All right. What shall I look for?
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts?
Pepio
Meet me by the gate when
nuts.
you've got...
PPO. PPO.
Oi, don't touch anything. And if that's what you want, go on, take it. Thanks for nothing.
How the hell is anyone
PPO.
supposed to...
Pew pew.
What can I interest you in today? I trust it's all here.
That should do it. Hopefully Talia's finished too.
Come! Come! You'll not find a...
Well, did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Job done. We should get this back to Tomes then. But we're not in too much of a rush, are we? Quick chat. Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
这是什么？怎么暗示吗？第一次一起单独
I was
出
hoping to
门，
restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories.
等一下，
I
他
came here with Sid once,
哦，
shopping for supplies, just like
跟西
today.
德来买东西哦
And just like today,
我还以为
I came away empty-handed.
他以前有
Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for
有
me
在
when we got
夜
back.
幕打工过
It's。really been 5 years. I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Tyre,
For what?
for everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us.
没有要多说什么吗？
Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tome so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
不会啦。这么地道的回复，不会啦。OK。
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Hippocrates. Hippocrates.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
再约。哎呦，那个眨眼是什么意
Our
思？
work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates. Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
Thanks to Sid.
He cracked the crystal too.
Clive. So, what'll it be? Anything else? Back, are ya? So, what'll it be? You can thank me later.
I went up to give some greens to the chocolate.
Editors started reading books that don't have.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out to the Black Hammer.
Black Hammer.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision.
It's finished. It's finally finished.
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
3?
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. you see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
海龙公式，What the fuck？ 怎么会有加号？米德的迷宫。
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
谁是欧文
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic, the lovely bit of kit, yes. Problem is, which is what?
I imagine Ty.
Proper.
So what exactly?
Nothing but Bob Ashell gave me a sample she'd obtained from the universities. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes. So, I did a bit of reading about where and do you know what I found out?
I take it that's where.
I would have gone myself, but.
All right.
Thank you kindly. And.
炸弹王。
Think mid might be.
巨大水缸。赞布雷克。 皇家狩猎场啊，终于要开了。在布雷克皇家狩猎场那边有一个宝箱，啊，不能标，不能标记。
He cracked the crystal too.
Trouble with the ledgers. What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him. Hopefully it's nothing.
我的铁匠大大，铁匠大大又有心事了。
Blackthorn.
Not really, no.
This won't take. I just wanted to, and you might still be down. Perhaps sharing your thoughts.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, he's got a keen eye. He's just, well...
And that was?
A sword. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck, you could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like...
So that's what's troubling you?
Nah. Not troubling me exactly.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. And we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know, but I can't say I'm not grateful for it.
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this.
Karen， 凯伦，是因为他年纪的关系，所以不方便叫他凯伦吗 ？Karen，
I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgor?
So you can read. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me trick. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's. Didn't like him. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
不明所以。
What was it you said he was?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's...
I suppose things happened if perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean?
You're looking well.
What do you want?
I want to know about the sword you...
Running around?
I suppose I am, yes.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as which made it nice.
Can you tell me who bought it?
You think I tell people who make... Suppose you're not fine. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmeckian, and he's got more money than sense. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dallamil, where I left.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh. And he's...
I appreciate...
神经质，武器收藏家。
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgor. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgor, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield all as to where one might find a suit.
I don't recall ever seeing any of that.
And little wonder. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about.
Even so, it seems like a
good hunting, Clive.
Is that the thing Toad held?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Clive, did you...
That's why I'm...
Shh, Otto won't be listening. A little. Listen, I've some bad news, and it's maybe my fault, sadly. I can straighten it out, I swear, but I'm gonna need help keeping...
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to them, you get Clive to come to the man in charge of the place. Well?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe
1500 万
most trusted friends.
Each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see.
Do we have that much to hand?
No, we don't. After the king's ransom we had off. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the... Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks? Is little something Sid and I set aside, and I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more...
I'm sure there will be.
Should be. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, asses to what?
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why only?
Because
I'd rather Lady Karen killed you.
Well...
Don't worry.
Really? Do you think so?
No.
金灿红宝石。玛莎。
Clive!
I wasn't expecting to be, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of... And though I doubt it's what you were expecting...
A star, Ruby? I can't accept this.
Ruby?
It's worth at least twice what you owe me.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got... Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord...
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye, I probably knew that without his strong... Sid may have been the face of the hide, and when Sid passed away, we were all...
His death was hard on everyone.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite, I reckon what he saw in Sid, and don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're that, and you keep good company.
Ready, go?
Holding back. Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
屁啦！为什么？
Now, will it be enough, I wonder? I say that answers my question. Which means we owe the lawsman our thanks. Just a big
杀那么
puppy,
多
aren't
只
you?
只有一小段哦。
A very big puppy. You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
There's talk. How the hell is anyone...
Did you hear?
I want.
What am I going to do without Sweetwater?
Milady.
My lady.
Gifts? What? Oh my.
Otto asked me to give it to you, to settle the hideaway's debt with the veil, and to compensate.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be
你让我失望了，克莱夫。
Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. The man owes me nothing. My contribution to the restoration effort was made.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son.
Otto had a son.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened.
I didn't know.
How could you have? Besides Sid, an ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help.
I'm beginning to see that. Go will want to know the stones were delivered, if he's still with us. People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
The St. Drake's Fang is gone. The whole Mother Crystal gone.
Welcome.
If you're... We don't know for sure.
Back again, are you?
Just been a tremor.
Any more?
Here. You. Listen.
My reputation will be ruined! Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. He's been dispossessed of his luggage, you see.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know...
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though every ill-gotten coin in Dalamal is set apart...
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell.
Good girl.
Good girl.
company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off!
我在干嘛？我在干嘛？
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be all right.
I hear I have you to thank for the return. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt.
Wyvern, bye bye.
Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow.
Master Wyvern.
Oh, a true work of art. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold. It was made in the Outer Isle and is used exclusively by, they believe, no combat should ever exceed a single strike and hone their blades to such perfection. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke. There's a brutal sort of beauty.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the... But it is the final stone, a mineral, quite foreign. And that is the key. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke. Far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself. And a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
Are there many other collectors out there?
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield. And is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you. Coming, my lordship. I'll be...
Wyvern.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now.
I noticed you and Torgal. So, Molly's left. That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after. I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
You can, aye. I'm nice like that. In return...
I was just on my way to see him.
Ah, Clive. Were you able to locate your...
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way.
Ah. But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
About how she somehow...
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. The Fenrir of legend, and while the powers attributed to him are certainly...
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of... Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, in short, the icons hitherto near it, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend. Sorry for the... But hopefully he'll agree with...
You learned something about us.
I did better than that. Yes. But not one you'll find it.
Hello, Pearson.
No wonder I couldn't get a one hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last number.
Even so, is there some way it could be...
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing, for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthian steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine.
还在
I've
台
been
中
working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're
这
long
工
gone.
作这么久哦，
Hey,
这一次的
thanks, Clive.
在拉拉破嘛，对不对？
I owe you one, August 2.
You'll be happy to hear you said.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. You come and find me when you've got the material.
Right? 时钟殿。
Back, are ya? So, what'll it be?
炸弹魂魄。
You can thank me later. My best work, but it'll do.
巨牙，大幅提升。
Anything else?
对啊，我也要，我也不能太晚睡。嗯。什么？哦，开始乱点。 洗外墙，哎呦，外墙是有下面有那个吗？有吊车会把你们升上去吗？的那一种吗？
Mid told me she was building a ship. 诶，我还没打吗？巨大水缸，哎呦，还没呢。
to
冲
fight.
冲冲，一路冲！去跑！冲到底，有宝箱。
No need to ride from here.
嗯？那你？B。
What we have here? Greetings, Your Majesty.
哦，又空，气死！哦哦，很烫很烫很烫很烫！屁眼！啊，好久没死过了呢。靠腰，你还要重跑，好像要重捡。可恶，我刚为什么不存档？Damn， God damn。
can walk from here.
我靠！要看你啊，不来。吓死人！
Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash. I should probably have brought a bucket. This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more. That should do it.
What do you need? So, what'll it be? No scratches, right?
时钟剑。
Anything else?
还行。
Wish I could take one of our birds.
I knew it was a good idea to have editors study alongside the children. It's really stoked them.
All right there, Sid. How's that hunt for the bomb ash go?
I have it here.
Bomb ash.
That's the stuff. And pure gent, Sid. Let nothing say otherwise. Right then, let's get this contraption up and running. There we have it.
超像什么炼金器材。
And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in. Reckon I could work some magic on that.
What kind of magic?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Olympic that I reckon will make even the toughest leather supple as anything. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway if... I reckon if we
Well...
That's the spirit!
你说很像那个那什么 Payday 吗？制冰厂。
What do you reckon?
It certainly feels more of...
Right? Told you.
Thank you. I think.
No. Thank you for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavors. And I'm telling you, there's plenty more where that came from.
Think Mid might need some help.
Goat. Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
About that, I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever.
Oh, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
挡屁挡，还伸手。
Lady Karen, Goat tells me would you prefer the debt was...
What debt? I don't recall. I may have tossed a talent or two, but those were donations.
Of course not. But surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who...
Oh, so you're a prince? Fine. But I'm selling it. Where'd you even get this? A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and asked Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid
亲切而美丽的无名氏商人。
You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
哎呀，不行啊！中文的字幕是对日文的。
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stone.
讲了一堆英文，然后都没有字幕，都没有翻译。
I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you?
Right away.
开英文字幕，我可能很多是看不懂。
Yeah. It was the only goblet Sid ever used.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have. How long did you know Sid before?
Before he died. Back in the day. He bought passage to... I forget. We set up drinking Island rum till the morning bell. Quit my post not long after that. On account of me and Sid stayed close. Promising we'd... That was... before the magic woke inside my son soon after, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have?
My family were the ones who wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, it was him who stood beside me when all I wanted, him who cried for me, him who swore he'd do everything. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. Threw away everything he had. I knew then I'd follow that man. Was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him.
风怒大真的点得起火吗？
He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
Hmm? What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat.
You
It
won't
was
know.
all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather goat were at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
OK， 哇，今天一整个狂玩呢，10个小时。
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot. All yours. All done?
All done. OK， 好，就在这里存档吧。哎呀。咚咚，60几等再打80几等的怪，真的是。OK， 晚安晚安，来困来困。